Welcome to today's breakdown. Look, we're going to definitively show you how to build a real sustainable income stream, and we're doing it with less than $100 to start. We're talking zero loans, no need for some wealthy angel investor, and absolutely no excuses. I am so pumped you're here because we're about to dive into some incredibly practical frameworks that you can literally launch today.
It's a pretty fascinating question, right? Think about it. If I handed you $100, or roughly 28,000 rupees, and gave you exactly 30 days, could you turn that into a functional, breathing business? Most people would instantly say no. They think you need massive capital to get anything off the ground. But today, we're completely dismantling that myth. We'll be looking at the hard math behind 10 low-cost business blueprints that prove the exact opposite.
So here is our roadmap for this session. First, we'll cover the first 5 business blueprints. Then, we'll jump into the next 5. And finally, we'll wrap up with 3 absolute, non-negotiable rules for actual success. Let's get right into it. All right, starting off with the first 5 business blueprints. This is all about kicking off your entrepreneurial journey with absolutely minimal overhead. We are kicking things off with the print-on-demand store. And honestly, this one is a total game changer. The starting cost, anywhere from literally $0 to maybe $29. Here's the magic of how it works. You design the product, but someone else completely handles the printing and the shipping for you. You could create Islamic calligraphy wall art, Daisy meme mugs, or Urdu quote t-shirts using a free tool like Canva. Then you just upload those designs to Printify, connect it to a free Etsy shop, and you're good to go. You never even have to touch a single cardboard box or manage a warehouse. And this just brilliantly illustrates the math behind why this model works so incredibly well. Let's say you sell a custom hoodie for $40. Printify might charge you $18 to make and ship it. That means you keep a solid $22 profit margin on every single sale. If you can manage to sell just 3 of those a day, you are making nearly $2,000 a month in pure profit, all from designs you just made once on your laptop. Now, if visual design really isn't your thing, consider freelance writing. The cost to start here is exactly $0. If you can type in English or Urdu, there are businesses out there that desperately need you. I mean, they're always hunting for blog posts, Instagram captions, video scripts, you name it. You can start tonight by making a free profile on Fiverr or Upwork and offering a standard 500-word blog post. Beginners typically charge somewhere between $15 and $25 per article. So writing just 2 articles a day, 5 days a week, can comfortably net you $600 to $1,000 a month. Not bad, right? Up next, there is a massive, completely untapped local opportunity in social media management. Think about it. Every halal restaurant, local tailor or tuition center, and places like Rywind knows they need an Instagram presence. But the owners, they're way too busy actually running their shops. So you literally walk in and offer to post 3 reels a week and reply to their direct messages for 15,000 rupees a month. Your only real cost is your time and maybe a Canva Pro subscription. If you secure just 4 clients, boom, that's 60,000 rupees a month. Maybe you prefer getting away from the screen? Well, the mobile car wash does require a bit of elbow grease, but the barrier to entry is wonderfully low. For about $40, which is roughly 11,000 rupees, you can grab a bucket, some quality car shampoo, microfiber towels, and a bit of tire shine. Print out some simple flyers, go door to door in your local area, and offer an exterior wash for 800 rupees. If you wash just 5 cars a day from Friday to Sunday, that weekend hustle translates to 48,000 rupees a month in part-time income. Or you can simply monetize what's already inside your head through online tutoring. Think about it. You already know something right now that someone else will gladly pay to learn, whether that's English, math, reading the Quran, or even basic computer skills. The startup cost is virtually $0. You can post in local Facebook groups offering your first class for free just to build up some trust. After that, teach over Zoom or a WhatsApp video call charging around 1,000 rupees an hour. Just 2 hours of tutoring a day after your regular job can bring in a cool 60,000 rupees a month. All right, let's move right along to the next 5 business blueprints. Here, we're going to look at how to tap into local demand and digital assets. Tapping directly into that hands-on local demand, we have cleaning and lawn care services. Sure, it might not sound like the absolute most glamorous job on our list, but listen, it's a service that's literally always in high demand. With an investment of about $50 or 14,000 rupees for basic supplies, you can post on Facebook Marketplace offering deep cleaning for bachelor pads or for families trying to prep their homes before Eid. A 1-bedroom deep clean can fetch 3,500 rupees. If you clean just 3 houses a week, you're making over 10,000 rupees a week. Plus, you can easily upsell things like AC servicing or kitchen deep clean once you're there. Another great offline route relies on the oldest business model in the entire world: buy low and sell high. I'm talking about flipping items on Facebook Marketplace or OLX. With 50 to $100 in your pocket, just look for people who are urgently leaving the city or selling items way below their actual value. For example, say you find someone selling a sturdy study table for 2,000 rupees. You buy it, clean it up, take some really high-quality photos in good lighting, and relist it for 5,000. That right there is a cool 3,000 rupee profit on one single successful flip. Then there's the homemade food business. If you've ever lived in a hostel, you know the absolute desperation for good ghar ka khana, authentic, home-cooked food. For under $50 to cover your initial ingredients and packaging, you can start tomorrow by making just 10 lunchboxes. A simple, delicious meal of biryani, 2 rotis, and a salad might cost you 200 rupees to actually make, but you sell it for 400, giving you a 50% profit margin right out of the gate. But the absolute crucial point here is scale. Selling 10 boxes is great for day one, but if you can scale that up to selling 20 boxes a day consistently, you turn a tiny daily profit into a massive revenue stream. Selling 20 boxes a day nets you over 100,000 rupees every single month. It is all about consistency and maintaining that quality. Now, if you want the holy grail of making money while you sleep, you really need to be selling digital products. You spend your time creating something valuable exactly once, and then you can sell it an infinite amount of times. You could create beautiful CV templates, budget planners, or really aesthetic nikah certificates on Canva. Imagine spending 3 hours designing a wedding planner for Desi Bride's PDF. You price it at $9 on Gumroad or Etsy. If you sell just 200 copies over 6 months, you've made $1,800 from just 3 hours of initial work. That's incredible. Finally, we have pet sitting and dog walking. In major metropolitan areas like Lahore, particularly in expat communities or neighborhoods like DHA, people will absolutely pay you good money to walk their dogs. Your only cost is maybe a good leash and some waste bags. You just post in community groups offering your trusted services for 800 rupees a walk. If you walk just 3 dogs a day, 5 days a week, you're pulling in 12,000 rupees a week. It's incredibly easy money if you genuinely love animals. Plus, hey, you get paid to hit your daily step count. All right, bring it at home with the 3 rules for success. Because let's be real, ideas are completely worthless without execution. Rule number 1, start before you're ready. You've got to accept right now that your first logo is going to be ugly. Your first customer interaction, probably going to be a little awkward, but who cares? You just have to start today. Rule number 2, sell first, then build. Please do not spend your precious $100 on fancy business cards or a flashy domain name. Secure a paying customer first. Once you have their money, use it to buy your supplies. And rule number 3, reinvest everything at first. If you make 5,000 rupees in profit, don't just go out and eat it. Use it to buy more inventory, run a tiny 500 rupee ad, or upgrade your tools. That is exactly how you snowball your initial $100 into 1,000. We just walked through 10 entirely different, highly practical ways to build a real revenue stream with less than $100. The math is totally proven, the barrier to entry is practically gone, and the tools you need are mostly free. So the only real question left to ask yourself is this. Now that you know exactly how to start, what's your excuse for staying exactly where you are?